Hi, my name is Cheyenne, and today we're going to talk about what nobody truly understands what an autistic person's mind goes through, and nobody truly understands autism. I mean, people help with autism, people want to support autism. There's tons of people that want to understand and support autism. But the thing is, do they truly understand what autism is? When you go through it every day, do people like truly understand what a meltdown or a breakdown is? When you have them in stores, people that stare at you and look at you and be like, why is she having a meltdown? Why is she having a tantrum kind of thing? They don't truly understand and get that, hey, your child's autistic. The only one person that truly, absolutely knows about what you're going through is you. You being autistic. Me, everybody who's autistic knows what they're going through. They think about 100 things at once. I think about 100 things at once. It gets so crazy up here, sometimes very, very overwhelming, and sometimes very hard to understand their thought process because I don't always understand my thought process. I don't always understand what I think when I think it. It's very hard to navigate what I think a lot of these times or how I feel. Like, people don't understand how autistic people feel. Like, sometimes I can feel like really like sad, and or sometimes I can feel really like mad or really like happy, overly happy because I feel too much at once. It kind of creates this overwhelming feeling of like too much emotions, too much like my senses, too much of everything all at once can be obviously go into a meltdown. So meltdowns are very common for people with autism and people that don't understand what an autistic person goes through every day. It's hard. They might describe it as a roller coaster sometimes. People might describe it as like they don't know they're feeling and get freaked out by that and want to shelter themselves from that. So they push themselves away from that because they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with how this person, how they're feeling. Autism is really the hardest thing because it is invisible disability, so not everybody sees how or what you're feeling, or they don't understand these things. So I'm here to try to help people just relate to autism and to understand it a little bit better. People think, so I'm 23, and people think I should act like that, and they want to treat me normal. They want to treat me like a 23-year-old. Now, obviously, everybody wants to be treated as their age, but I'm mentally 13, 15, somewhere in that range. I think like a 15-year-old. Sometimes it can be even younger than that, how I think. So sometimes doing simple tasks in the house or doing my own hair could become a challenge for me. Doing simple things like that could present itself as a challenge. No, I can't always do my hair. I'm working on doing it. Combing my hair and doing that stuff. I don't have the coordination to do that. So it's hard to always have that coordination. So has a 10-year-old or a 9-year-old couldn't do their hair or can't do these things. That's where my coordination is at, doing my hair and doing certain things like riding a bike. I can't ride a bike because that requires motor skill, and that requires some things that I don't have. So a lot of these things that people can do when they are 23 presents itself as a struggle for me. I mean, it's always a goal to accomplish these things, but doing the most simplest tasks can require itself to be so hard for somebody like me or somebody who has autism. So me, like, nobody truly understands autism except the autistic person, because it's like people telling you how you're supposed to feel, and you know how you feel, but people want to tell you, oh, well, you're supposed to be feeling this way, and you don't feel it. So yeah, my life gets sometimes crazy because I have those different moods, and I like certain things that a 23-year-old or somebody that can do without a disability. I have a disability, so I have to go around things a different way. It doesn't mean I can't accomplish things or I can't follow my dreams, because I can follow my dreams like everybody else. It just requires a different path, a different way of looking at things and viewing the world, really. It requires you to do something maybe a little bit more challenging and harder to go about your dreams, but it doesn't mean like you can't do it. Obviously, everybody with autism can do whatever they set their mind to, and accomplish anything that they set their mind to. It's just more challenging and more hard. But it doesn't mean you can't. You just have to go about it a different way and view the world a little bit different way. But you know what? People will come into your life, and people have come into autistic people's lives, and they want to be there and be supportive, and that stuff. And I get it. People love to be supportive, and I love the support from everybody on these pages, on my Facebook and everywhere, and supporting me. People just want to help, but it's hard when you've been hurt before or whatever you have been through, and it's hard to build, because being autistic, you want to build up your walls, and you want to make sure you're safe, but you also want to motivate people to do their best. That's what I'm doing. I want to motivate people to do their best, but I just want to get across that not everybody understands autism, and not everyone needs to understand autism. Just the autistic person needs to understand themselves, and they can maybe someday help the world to see these kids, everybody with autism, they have different talents. They're so unique in their own ways. They are talented. They are, well, word smart. I love big words. Like, I can say big words. Like, that is my favorite thing ever. Reading. These kids can go so far with their lives, and they can do whatever they put their minds to. My favorite thing that I love to do in, like, the summertime is, like, car shows. And I've talked to you guys about car shows before, and how I've struggled with that, and how now I talk to people about that. My first couple of times doing it, it was really a struggle for me to connect with people, but now I'm just like, I should have been doing this a long time ago, and telling people how I feel, because it truly helps me as a person to tell people about autism, and to teach people about my story, and hopefully that they can relate to that a little bit, and understand it a little bit more. It doesn't mean like they don't, they can try to understand autism, they can try to learn about autism, but the only people that truly understand autism and understands this whole world and what this whole world is about is somebody with autism. They could change this whole world. I believe autistic people could change things. up for people. It's really cool having these talks with you guys. And please, please, please watch this video. I think it's great that you guys love to talk to me. I think this video is amazing. Thanks. Heart, please. Thumbs up. You guys are awesome. I love to talk to you guys. Okay, so see you guys next time. Bye.